Hey there, comic book friends and fiends. It's Rob here in front of the Great Wall of Comics. It's Monday. We've got packages, and it's time for some mail call. All right, so today's mail call is another one of those mail calls where I reveal a book that you guys think, what do you mean Rob doesn't have that book yet? Because probably a lot of you think I do have it. But big keys, we'll get to those in a second. First, let's open up some raw books. This is from Instagrammer Booyah Comics. They were doing a claim sale, I don't know, a while back. And I liked some of the books I saw. Started picking up some books to fill out some of, as I recall, my Miles Morales Spider-Man runs. So we got some bubble wrap. Oh, we got a card. Well, thank you card. Prop, looks like. And your support is dearly appreciated. I hope the comics bring you joy and entertainment. Booyah Comics. All right, cool. And so we have cardboard sandwich with some packing or painter's tape. No, we don't have any pull tabs, but it is painter's tape that is coming off the cardboard relatively easily. I think if I get 3 sides, I should be able to flip this around and remove the books. Okay, so it has been a little bit since I got these, so I'm not entirely 100% certain which books these were. These could have been Spider-Man books, or these could have been some more of the Alex Ross Timeless, or it could have been both, whatever. Let's see, first up. Oh, Captain Marvel #1, featuring Monica Rambeau as Spectrum. I have that book, but I decided to get another copy of it because it was just a price that was really inexpensive, and I figured that maybe I'd keep it, maybe I'll give it away as a key, who knows. Looks like this is a free bonus book that he threw in because I know I sure as hell didn't claim this, and that's Free Comic Book Day Barbaric #1. Oh, okay. Yeah, these are some more Alex Ross JSA books. These are nice. These are all, God, I've been so tempted to hang on to these because these covers are so nice. But at the same time, I thought these would be just some amazing stuff for the giveaway books. So here we go. Number 74. Number 76. Number 77. And number 78. So those are just, these are stellar covers. Oh my God. It's amazing to me that when I look them up, they're not worth all that much. But damn, they are sexy. All right. So this next one here, I have to thank Dr. Von Hoot from the Comics from the Spiral Dimension. Check him out. Make sure you subscribe. His unboxings are phenomenal. I love his dad jokes at the end. The interplay between him, usually his daughter, sometimes his wife, just makes it. You see families doing this together. It brings that little extra bit of joy. And as a father who got back into comics with my kids initially, unfortunately they both decided they're not interested in comics, but at the time it was just phenomenal. So anyways, he picked up a copy of this book and said, hey, you guys, if you don't have a copy of this, you should. I'm surprised it's so low. Guys should go grab one. And I'll admit that normally this would not have been a book that was on my radar, but recently, as I have decided to expand my collection and go focus my gets on various first appearances and keys for both DC and Marvel for Bronze and Silver Age. So that means books that normally I wouldn't have gotten because they weren't necessarily what I was collecting. I'm now picking up because they're just important keys. And this falls in that category. And sure enough, I went on Shortboxed and found that this book is really, really cheap considering the character is a fairly popular character. The cover's been homaged, and that's Omega Men #3 in a 9.6. So this is our first appearance of Lobo, the main man. And Omega Man 3 in a 9.6, guys, is less than a $150 book. So why not pick one up? Granted, it is a 1980, so this is Copper Age. Probably why it's still a very, very affordable key because it's not Bronze Age. Being from the 80s, it's only like 40 years old instead of 50 years old. But here we started getting into that realm where, though, more and more people were bagging and boarding their books and preserving them. So we have a lot more higher grade copies once we get to the 80s. But still, main man, Lobo, first appearance in a 9.6. The 9.8 will run you about twice as much. I didn't need a 9.8. I'm perfectly fine with a 9.6 copy. It is near mint, anyways. All right, so now the main attraction. This is the book that when I pull this out, you guys are going to be like, my God, Rob, how do you not have this book? And I will tell you that I have every book in this run except this book. Mostly because my wife had this collection when we got married. We've moved it around from house to house. At some point, she shared her collection with her older brother. And at one point, he was pretty hard up for some money, and he went through the books, and any books that he could find that were worth any money, he took and sold. So when I went through all her collection a few years back, I realized I was like, ooh, oh, as you're flipping, you obviously get there, realize that book's missing. So it's time to fill that void. So I guess this book kind of is my wife's book as well. So seller here, we took some of the honeycomb packing from the CGC and sandwiched the book inside. They packaged the book inside of these padded USPS shippers. Now these are not great ways to ship these guys. It's some bubble packaging, but it's actually not that great compared to a couple layers of bubble wrap, and the ends really have no protection. So I know it's free, and God forbid you spent $10 on a roll of bubble wrap, but it's not the greatest. But anyways, and then good, look at that. Now we put it inside of a Tyvek mailer. I don't know what purpose that serves, other than to make it more challenging to get to the book. But this is a book, like I said, so not only are you guys going to think that I had this book already, not only do I have this whole run, but this was on my active list to search for at Heroes. I went to many booths discussing this book, lots of copies up around the wall, but everybody seemed to only have newsstand variants. And the newsstand variants, they all wanted a serious premium for. And I understand that some people like to claim that a newsstand variant is more rare and therefore it should somehow garner more money. That's fine if you value it that way. I don't value it that way. It's the same comic released on the same day from the same publisher through the same distribution channels. The difference is some went to or same distributor, but to different channels, I suppose. Some went to retail stores, and some went to mixed media stores and put on a spinner rack. Say what you will, we can all value them differently. I don't value it as not at the multiple hundreds of dollars premium that people were asking for. So I was able to get finally via Shortbox a copy of this book at the price I wanted to pay, at a better grade than I was looking, because I was shopping like a 9.2 to a 9.4. I was able to pick up a 9.6 graded copy of, ladies and gentlemen, the first appearance of Gideon. That's right, the Liefeld Special, New Mutants 98, Fake Domino, Gideon, and some Merc with a mouth. Now, I thought this was a great time to try to pick up this book because obviously I expect we're kind of in between new Deadpool movies, and with another Deadpool movie eventually coming out and him coming over to the MCU, even though it'll probably be a one and done appearance for him, you'll probably see traffic spike again on this book. This is a legit character, a legit movie. First appearance, a book, premium. So hey, I'm happy to add this peek. 1991, New Mutants 98's first appearance of Deadpool, Wade Wilson, Gideon, and Copycat as Domino. Richter leaves the New Mutants. So there you guys go. How many of you guys thought I had this in my collection already? Huh? And what kind of a combo is that? Check that out. With the main man, both of them we got characters that are kind of do their own thing, go after people, do what they want, regenerative. Which one do you guys like better? I mean, obviously this one's more valuable, but which one do you prefer? Which is interesting, because this is from the 90s, this is from the 80s. I guess this one's just more popular. Anyways, guys, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. How about those JSA books going to the giveaway bin? And of course, make sure you subscribe, follow, so you know when new videos drop. Helps everything this channel does goes to Comics Curing Cancer. Maybe become a channel member. That $2.99 a month goes to Comics Curing Cancer. Every month we're well on our road to hitting our big goal. Hoping to hit 25,000 this year with our big auction push in October. Until next time, collect what you like. Don't listen to anybody, including me. I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching.